Hey guys, what's up? So, I got, wow, this thing's butchered a little bit. I'll tell you what happened. Pardon the mess, but I went to take the headset off, and the handlebars are completely stuck in here. So, I came up with an easy solution. As you can see, this is my piece of pipe here that I'm using. See, I got it cut to the shape of the bottom bracket here that I'm going to use to extend the frame. Here's the old headset tube that's cut off with the headstrom on it. So basically what I'm going to do is, I just got done cleaning up this little Huffy headset. Since the handlebars are stuck in the other one, I'm going to replace this headset with the Huffy headset. So, because it don't really need to support anything, it's just going to be extended. I'm extending off the bottom of the forks to go below the frame in order to run linkage to the actual front end. And I'm going to use the Headstrom headset and fork, since they can't put a gooseneck in it. I'm just going to cut it flat and weld it solid, grind it smooth. And all my problems so far I've run into have been solved. This thing's actually kind of janky. I got a lot of mechanical repair to do in the rear after I get the frame done. Alright, so I already got a new head tube on there. This is the head tube from the Huffy mountain bike. That is, right here. Got the new head tube on there, so I got my steering box to get it done. And look, kind of paint as we go today. I got my big old pipe here, connected right off the bottom bracket at the strong point. But I'm going to go ahead and put a brace in here. And a little piece of decorative iron, believe it or not, right there. And then I still got to cut. I got to measure for the shopping cart, cut, angle that up, put the headset back in, cut the forks, measure the tube, bring it in to start working on the linkage, and then get back together and start working on the mechanics. But quick flash to the next scene for the next part of the day. We're still at work. Showing you another little clip I just finished. That's the bar that's going to rise up, where the other headset tube's going to go for the front fork. And obviously that big space right there is for the basket for the shopping cart. And we have us a smoker. I got me some barbecue pits. I mean, not barbecue pits, they're going to be barbecue pits. Some 55-gallon steel drums. You got a couple over there. Got one right here. I'm going to burn some fire in it for a while to loosen up the paint so it's a little easier to strip when I decide to cut it in half and go ahead and strip this thing out. But I'm going to try to make them look like little locomotive engines, steam engines, with a little smoker on the side. So I'll probably make a video on that. But yeah, we'll be right back with another cut scene whenever I get the headset tube and the forks on. Well, now we got the headset tube on there. Just threw that in, make it kind of nice looking, get a little added support. And we'll be flipping it over and putting on the forks. And now, I got my front forks in, as you can see, and we have a rolling chassis. Next, what I've got to do is put in the bearings for here, handlebars, take the old forks and cut them off towards just the center tube and extend that tube down so I can run linkage up to the front end here and get it to steer. Do some little reinforcing here and there in the frame, and I have to add a basket. The USS Cargo. And now we've got our support in. You notice I used some 16-gauge steel, try to give it some flair. Got my handlebars piece in. It's not the handlebars I'm going to be using, but I got the headset tube turning, the front end done. So the next step is going to be put the shopping cart basket in there, right in that big gap right there, and then we'll figure out some linkage from that point. We have the basket attached. I welded two 3/8 by 1-inch flat bars to the bottom of the basket. I'm going to put a plate right there across the front, right here, and extend a support bar from here to there. And then I'm going to peel this plastic handle off and do a bar from the front of this tube to the handle here to even further not only support the basket from side to side movement, but keep if it's going to have a lot of weight in it, keep it from crushing down. I think we're actually going to use this bike to go resell to sell beer during Mardi Gras, during the parades. But as you can see, it's starting to turn into quite a fantastic truck bike. Rear trike, front cargo loader. And the next step that we've gone to, see, I've got a plate welded in on the basket, a supporting rod right there, and went ahead and extended the frame there to reach to the handle of the basket to use the actual basket shopping cart part as the frame itself. And just to give you an idea, I weigh 180 pounds, 175. Actually, I might be exaggerating. But just to give you an idea, turn this wheel straight. And actually, take my big ass and get in here. Wheel straight. And you can see, supports me just fine. Got a little flex to it, but this pipe on the bottom is 1/4 inch thick, so it's not going anywhere. A little flex is good for when carrying the load. You don't want it too rigid, then you actually start breaking welds. But it just has, like I said, a little bit of flex. So the next part is the hard part. How to link those handlebars all the way up to those forks. And once we get that done, we'll actually have to fix the mechanical of the bike, and I'll be rolling. And I'll go take it for a test ride if I can. I'm going to go down to Gherkins and get some cables. And they're going to trip out when they see this. That's the next step of this taken care of. You can see we've built us a piece for our linkage to our steering. Alright. And we have, what else we've done? Oh yeah, and then we've added our little tab up here for our steering. Next, what we got to do is use some 1/2 inch solid rod and some parts that I have and try to link the two together so we can actually steer this thing. When we finally fix it to where we can steer it and it works good, then we'll worry about the mechanics of making it roll again. Well, as you can see, we got the barrel fire going. It's pretty cold down here in its life today. And I got my lovely assistant here, Kenny. And what we basically looking at, this is the trike that y'all saw the last clip, but this time not only do we have our braces in, but go ahead, shows what to do. Oh, what? Shows the other way around. Look, you notice that front tire turning? Go ahead and turn it back and forth, man, like you dipping and dodging. Look at that. We ready to roll, man. So we're gonna take us a trip to Lowe's and get the rest of the hardware we need to make this thing fixed again. And we're going to be selling beer for Mardi Gras. There it is, guys. It's done. The U.S. Cargo. See that? Escargot. Because I rode it last night downtown when I finished it, before I painted it and anything, and it rode slow. But what do you expect? It's a tank. I don't know if you can see this, but once again, I'm all about my chameleon paint. I had some chameleon left over, so I just sprayed the whole thing in chameleon. See it turn purple just now. Hot pink basket for visuals. Like I said, I got it painted up so we could use this thing to sell beer during Mardi Gras. So shifts colors, hot pink basket, everything's done. As you can see, watch that front tire. We steer, it steers, and it rides pretty good. I've got to get a little piece for the 2-speed right there, but I'm not worried about it. I can get it AutoZone. Till now, I've just been like kick-starting it in a second.